In this video, we'll be doing a detailed review of Cumberland Cove Seaside Campground in Prince Edward Island. Cumberland Cove is about 10 minutes east of the Confederation Bridge. I'm going to share some details of the campground and also a gem of a spot that we stop along our way before we get to Prince Edward Island. So come along for the ride and join us at the campground.
We barely got the trailer set up, and I'm like, gotta go to bed.
Yeah, we didn't even light a fire. We just got the gravity chairs and laid back and watched the stars.
And you could hear the water in the morning.
Do we have gravity chairs?
I have one.
Yeah, do we have to pay now to get in here?
Well, I doubt if anybody's here. They're just volunteers that run this, so.
Cape Jourimain Nature Centre is a great spot to stop. Gives you awesome views of the Confederation Bridge and a lot of neat information inside the pavilion here. It's always a stop of ours on our way to PEI. Confederation Bridge is a true engineering feat. It was back when they were planning it out and doing the design and finding out where to put the bridge. It was quite a thing to follow as a young engineer. Well, actually as an engineering student. So it's always impressive to come here and stop and take a look at it. Otherwise known as the Fixed Link, the Confederation Bridge cost over $1 billion and was completed in 1997 after 4 years of construction. The span is almost 13 kilometers long, which is about 8 miles. It takes about 10 minutes to drive from one end of the bridge to the other. It is a toll bridge. There's no cost to get on the island, but it's about $50 to get off of the island for a 2-axle vehicle. Beyond that, it's about $8 per axle. So you're looking at about $60 to $65 for your truck and RV.
So that's the Gateway Village over there if you come to the island and you want to take a stop for an ice cream or some other treats. There's an information booth there. There's a cross-section of the bridge deck that shows you how it's made, and all the contractors' names are laid out in tiles around the bridge section. It's a neat little spot to stop for a rest, get up and stretch your legs.
Good morning. About 6:30. I had set an alarm to get up to see the sunrise. I wasn't sure what was going to come up, but it is coming up over a little much over the heavier tree line over here. There is a bit of seaweed in. It is right in at high tide, so not much to see on the beach right now. Low tide's around 1:15 today. Once the tide's going out, we'll be able to take advantage of the shoreline. And from the beach to the campground, it is a pretty short walk. There's a spot here in the brush where he keeps it cleared out. Gives you easy access down to the beach. Cumberland Cove is a small campground. It's right on the shoreline of the Northumberland Strait. There's about 25 campsites in here. There's a few seasonals and the rest of them are nightly rentals. There's a small building which is the main office, and that's where Doug and Micheline run the campground out of. There's one shower facility in the men's room and one in the ladies. As far as laundry goes, there was one washing machine and one dryer available also on site. The thing at Cumberland Cove is when it gets dark out and you have no light pollution, you've got all of Northumberland Strait, nothing shining in the sky, the stars are absolutely amazing. And there's no way with video that I can share that with you. It's something you got to experience yourself. And although it's an unserviced site, Doug was able to run extension cords out to give us 15 amp power. Make sure you get over for 8:30 coffee with Doug and Micheline in the morning. I'd talk their ear off there. We'd probably chat for half hour, 45 minutes in the morning about pretty much anything and everything. Really nice people, and they really pride themselves on giving a campground that delivers a fantastic experience for campers and their families. Well, the tide's going out, and you can walk out pretty far here. The seafloor here is nothing but periwinkles. Look at them. They're everywhere. So it's about 11:30 now. Low tide's at 1:15. So this is going to go out quite a bit further. I understand the cove pretty much empties itself out on the low tide. This is the Northumberland Strait side of Prince Edward Island. The next campground we're going to is on the Bay of St. Lawrence side. This place is just loaded with periwinkles. I've never seen so many in my life. Lots of periwinkles on the move. With every campground review I do, there's two things that I share. One is what I like the most, and the second thing is something I would recommend to improve with the campground. So the thing I like the most is the view. Being on that shoreline, the view and the water. It's so soothing, it's so peaceful. It's absolutely gorgeous. The one thing I'd like to see improved is the playground set for the kids, just to have a few more options for playtime when they're over there, trying to burn off some energy. Thanks for joining us for the drive to Cumberland Cove and spending the weekend with us. It's certainly a campground I'd recommend to others, and I know you'll enjoy it as much as we did.